Okay, I just wanted to do a quick video on Amazon. When I bought, you see these underneath everybody's sink and used for a drain to hold your water from your sink. When you get your sink, you get one of these drain systems, and they say people also bought this big hose with it, and the filter goes with it. Well, if you look, I got the 12-volt pump. The filter and the pump are small. This hose is big, so that ain't gonna work. I wouldn't no way I was gonna trust trying to clamp this on there and on here and on here and get it to hold, because it's just way too big. If you go to pinching that, there was 3/16 that wasn't gonna seal down even with a good hose clamp. Not room to put 2 or 3. So what I did is went to Lowe's and got some of the smaller hosing. It fits pretty tight right inside that bigger one, so I'll be cutting a little bit off of this, sticking it on the ends of my filters, and then I can put the bigger hose on it and then clamp it together and seal up that inside, so that should work fine for it. Which means I had all this extra hose that wasn't going to be good for nothing. So I picked up, they wanted $12 for this faucet for your kitchen sink, and I think the hose for it was another $15–20. So what I did is bought a $2–3 fitting. Now this fitting will go inside the big hose. Now it's going to be just a little bit too wide. That hose is going to fit on there just a little bit too hard, so what I'll have to do is take my hand grinder and grind the threads off, and then when I stick it in there, I can hose clamp that on and use this for the extra that I don't use for the little bit in between my lines. We'll use for a shower head hose. Now what I plan on doing here is I'm going to mount my pump to the top of this bucket lid. I'm going to drill a hole just the right size for the nipple to go through from the bottom, and then when I stick it up, I will put that hose on a hose clamp, and that'll hold it in there, and then I'll take a little bit of this hose, put it on the other side, and run it to the bottom of the bucket and hook it up to the suction side of my pump, so when my 5 gallons full, it'll pull it up into there. And then my shower hose, we hook the other side to my shower head, and that's how I'll do my showers. Now on top of here, if I ever get my Reckin Pro ladder racks and get my solar mounted, I plan on putting a hose that comes down and fills the bucket, so I can just fill my, I should have, I figured out the math, about 40 gallons I can hold in a 4-inch PVC or black pipe drain system up there, so I can go to any creek or stream, anywhere there's fresh water, filter it out, 4 or 5 of them 5-gallon buckets, and I can put quite a bit of water in there, so I'll be able to shower as much as I want. I'm going to screw this on, and then I could just take this, put it on my bucket, go to any creek, and use that to fill up any of these buckets. With this shower head, it's a 1.5 gallons per minute, same as this pump, so it shouldn't be an issue there. One other issue I had is this spout comes in on the tank for draining it. The problem is with this end, it's not the same thread, so what I had to do is, while I was at Lowe's, go pick up this nylon fitting. It has a barb on one end, the right screw holes on the other, so now I will be able to screw that into the lid, get rid of that, and that's just the right size for this, as you see everybody else use for their drain. I'm assuming they had to do the same thing and just didn't put it in their video, or I haven't watched anybody that put in the problem they had. Now the nozzle that comes with it, what I plan on doing is, if you look up there, there's a little bitty hole. I'm going to make that bigger, take me some caulk, and this screws down on there tight. Put that on there with just a little bit of silicone in there to keep it from leaking. And then I'll take a little section of this hose, maybe a couple of feet, and then when I'm parked and I want it for a drain, not to have to carry it out, I'll have a hole in the floor, and I'll be able to drain it out that way into a 5-gallon bucket underneath the trailer, and then I don't have to yank it in and out. The drain will come in like that, so as long as the drain's higher, it'll fill up and drain that way. And you know, just a few things I had to do. If you get this and think it's gonna all snap together real quick and easy, I think I spent about $140 at Lowe's getting hoses, getting fittings. I got some corner brackets I needed, and then for my wood stove, when I get it welded on, them are gonna be my stands for the legs. I'll weld that on there, them will be threaded in. I won't need to weld them once I screw them down into the countertop. That'll all be good. If I ever need to pull it out, then I'll just have it where I can get 3 of them screws in and won't do the back one because it'll be too hard underneath there, but I should still be able to get 3 screws in every leg. I don't even know if I need 4 of them. I might find I just need 3 with 3 of them screwed into the counter and welded onto there. That should be plenty good, but I bought 4 just because I didn't want to go back if I decided I wanted one more. But I just wanted to do a quick video, show people if you buy this stuff and think it's going to go together like everybody else's, it's just not quite that simple. The one thing I did notice is this hose fits in there snugly. Once you get it in there, you kind of got to push it just a little bit, so put some silicone around there. Sorry, a little snug in there. Put some silicone around and then stick it in, and I'll probably need a foot of this hose into there, so when I lay it down I can put it through a hole in the floor and drain down into a bucket, or if I'm somewhere where it's just going to naturally drain into the ground, if I'm somewhere rocky and I don't have to worry about it, then I'll do it that way. But I think that's going to be my workaround for not sending all this stuff back because none of it fits, and then trying to figure out what I need to get it to fit. That's just about all I got to say on that. So thanks for watching, and God bless.